We've all been there, screaming at our screens, watching an anime villain do something so despicable, we can't help but love to hate them. But what makes these villains so memorable? Why do they captivate us and leave a lasting impression, even if we despise their actions? In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 anime villains you love to hate, the characters who have stolen the spotlight with their complex personalities, evil schemes, and unforgettable moments. Whether they're power-hungry tyrants or twisted masterminds, these villains have a special place in our hearts, mostly because we can't get enough of their evil charm. So, buckle up as we count down the villains that made us question what it means to truly hate. We're starting with Yuno Gasai from Future Diary. At first, Yuno may seem like the stereotypical love interest, sweet, charming, and a little mysterious. But as the series goes on, we learn the truth. Yuno is a girl obsessed with Yukateru, to the point where she is willing to kill, deceive, and betray anyone in her way to keep him by her side. Her passion for Yukateru is fierce and dangerously possessive. We can't help but feel for her, even as she murders and manipulates others without hesitation. Yuno isn't just a character who loves to be loved. She loves in a way that threatens to destroy everything and everyone around her. You might despise her actions, but it's impossible to ignore how captivating and unpredictable she is. Now, number 9 is a villain that became a fan favorite for his sheer arrogance and intelligence, Sosuke Aizen from Bleach. Aizen's calm demeanor and charming exterior hide the mind of a brilliant strategist, and as we soon find out, he's been manipulating everyone in the Soul Society from the very beginning. Aizen is so confident in his abilities that he never hesitates to play with his enemies, knowing full well they'll never catch on until it's too late. He betrays his allies and those closest to him without a second thought. The fact that he was able to outwit the Soul Society's most powerful individuals, all while staying 2 steps ahead, is enough to make you both admire and hate him at the same time. When Aizen finally reveals his true nature, it's one of the most jaw-dropping moments in anime, making his character unforgettable. At number 8, we have Naraku from Inuyasha. Naraku is the epitome of evil ambition. Throughout the series, he plays with the emotions and weaknesses of those around him, betraying even his most trusted allies for his own benefit. But what makes Naraku especially despicable is his ability to manipulate and deceive. He doesn't directly fight the protagonists, but instead, he uses their insecurities and emotions to control them. Naraku's ultimate goal is to take control of the Shikan Jewel, which he believes will grant him ultimate power. His ruthlessness and manipulative nature turn him into the kind of villain you both love to hate and fear at the same time. Watching him plot from the shadows, knowing that no one is safe, makes him one of the most complex and hated villains in anime. Number 7 on our list is Light Yagami from Death Note. Light starts off as a brilliant student with a strong sense of justice, but as he gets his hands on the Death Note, his power begins to corrupt him. His plan to rid the world of criminals seems noble at first, but Light's arrogance and thirst for control soon take over. His belief that he is the only one fit to decide who lives and who dies leads him down a dangerous path. What makes Light so infuriating, and yet fascinating, is that he truly believes he's doing the right thing. The way he manipulates those around him and justifies his actions with his twisted sense of justice makes him a villain you can't help but love to hate. His mind games with L, his greatest rival, add layers to his character, turning him into a complex villain who remains an icon in anime history. Frieza from Dragon Ball Z comes in at number 6. Frieza is the definition of a tyrant. His cruelty knows no bounds, and he takes pleasure in causing pain and destruction for his own amusement. Frieza's cold, calculated demeanor and his overwhelming strength make him a villain who remains a constant threat throughout Dragon Ball Z. From destroying planet Vegeta to the shocking death of Krillin, Frieza has committed some of the most unforgivable actions in anime. Yet, despite everything he does, he remains charismatic and terrifying at the same time. His confident attitude and belief in his own superiority make him a villain you can't help but hate with every fiber of your being, while still recognizing how integral he is to the Dragon Ball universe. Number 5 brings us to Madara Uchiha from Naruto. Madara's thirst for power and control over the world makes him a villain with a truly grand vision. He manipulates others, betrays his closest allies, and seeks to create a world of endless war and chaos. But what makes Madara so captivating is the depth of his pain and his tragic backstory. We can't help but admire his sheer strength and ambition, even as we despise his destructive plans for the world. At number 4, Kyubey from Puella Magi Madoka Magica is a villain like no other. On the surface, Kyubey appears to be an innocent and helpful creature, offering magical girls the chance to fulfill their wishes. However, as the series progresses, we learn that Kyubey's true motives are far more sinister. His complete disregard for human life and his manipulative nature make him one of the most hated and chilling villains in anime. The more you learn about his cold, logical nature, the more terrifying he becomes. Number 3 on our list is Gendo Ikari from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Gendo is a master manipulator, always playing his cards close to his chest while pushing others to do his bidding. His complex relationships with the other characters, particularly his son Shinji, make him a deeply troubling character. Gendo's selfish desire to bring about a new world order at any cost makes him a villain you can't help but loathe. His emotional detachment and willingness to sacrifice anyone for his own goals add layers to his evil persona, making him one of the most fascinating and hated villains in anime. At number 2, Orochimaru from Naruto is the epitome of evil ambition. Orochimaru's obsession with immortality and forbidden jutsu leads him to commit countless atrocities throughout the series. His willingness to experiment on others, including his own disciples, makes him one of the most feared and reviled villains in anime. But despite his evil nature, Orochimaru's intelligence and power make him a character you can't completely disregard. His sinister charm makes him a perfect example of a villain we love to hate. And finally, taking the top spot at number 1 is the Joker from Batman, the animated series. The Joker's chaotic nature and complete lack of morality make him the ultimate villain to hate. He thrives on anarchy and destruction, delighting in the suffering of others. His unpredictable behavior, combined with his manic laughter and twisted sense of humor, makes him both terrifying and entertaining. As much as we despise his actions, we can't help but be fascinated by his pure unpredictability. There you have it, the top 10 anime villains you love to hate. From cunning manipulators to power-hungry tyrants, these villains have left a lasting impact on the anime world and continue to be some of the most memorable characters. What do you think? Do you agree with our list, or did we leave out your favorite villain? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow anime lovers. Stay tuned for more countdowns and deep dives into the world of anime.